From the combined newsrooms in Eugene, Roseburg, and Coos Bay, KVAL News at 6 starts now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kendall Bartley. Brandon Cameraman is on assignment. A woman allegedly raped in broad daylight on Fern Ridge Trail near Amazon Creek. Eugene Police saying that rape occurred yesterday morning around 11 a.m. The female victim walked from the area where the assault took place into a convenience store to ask for help. That store is the Buy 2 on West 11th between Bailey Hill and Bertelson, and that is where we find KVAL's reporter Tiffany Lewis. Tiffany, what more can you tell us tonight?
Hi, Kendall. So what I can tell you is that after the assault, which EPD says was along the west side of this bridge, along the north of Amazon Creek and Fern Ridge Trail, the female victim then went over to this convenience store. She walked off of the trail and into this convenience store on West 11th, where, according to store employees and the manager, she is actually a store regular. She's been regularly going into the store for food and drinks, obviously, for about 6 months now. So they knew her quite well, and they described her as a possibly homeless woman based on the frequency of her coming into the store. But after she came into the store employees immediately offered her assistance, and they called 911 while they offered her water and a place to sit. She was clearly visibly shaken and afraid. I spoke to one of the store managers, and this is what he had to say. Take a listen.
I can see that she was like shaking and something is not right. So I came in closer and he's like, she attempt of rape. So then I'm like, everybody, pay attention. Like, what's going on? What does that mean? And she's like, someone tried to attack her and she pointed that way. So immediately I ran out and I went all the way back to the end of the aisle.
After the employees called EPD, officers arrived to the scene quite quickly, and they immediately offered her some emotional support while they arranged for transportation to a nearby hospital. We spoke to EPD earlier today, and they offered some personal safety tips that people should be mindful of while they're navigating Eugene. Those include being aware of your surroundings, walking with confidence, exercising outdoors with another person preferably, and using your intuition when faced with possible dangers.
Everybody has an intuition. You have one, I have one. And when something doesn't seem right to us, it's our brain telling us and alerting us that there's something not right with the situation. They're just looking for an easy opportunity. And so by taking these steps, you kind of remove those opportunities from them.
And the suspect of this rape is still at large, according to EPD. He's described as a white male about age 40 with brown hair, and he was last seen wearing a black and white sleeveless shirt with writing along the back, green shoes, and a tattoo on one of his arms. The suspect was reportedly pushing a bicycle and later used it to flee the scene. The case is now being investigated by the Violent Crimes Unit. And according to EPD, 3 rapes were reported to the Eugene Police in 2023. If anyone has any details about this rape case, you're encouraged to contact Eugene Police immediately. In Eugene, I'm Tiffany Lewis. Back to you, Kendall.